Of Ekse, we sit down with 5 times ISA Award winner Kamalaki Mcebezela, all the way from KZN. He started penning down poetry at a young tender age, 2012. In 2017, that's when Izindo turned for the better. He saw that imizamo yakhe, people do recognize. I'm talking about best live performer, best program director, best poet, best everything. He's here on Ekse. Traveled how many hours?
20 hours all the way from KZN just to be here on the biggest, baddest, and the most hip and happening show in the motherland. And that is why we are the best, because people travel from far to be here. I mean, how was that trip, 20 hours? How was the drive?
Hey, yeah, it was hectic. Too much, It was like, I wondered why those people who are coming from Cape Town didn't mention that it's too
It's
long.
so long.
Yeah, because I even sleep at 7 and then I wake up at 10. I was like,
Wow.
no, now I'm tired now.
Did you write anything in the bus?
Yeah, I have a lot of things. No, if ngihamba ngithola something endleleni kuya kube khona okufika emqondo ekhona izinto engiyibukayo kuya kube khona engicoshana sengeke ngithi ayazi ngingabhala ngalokho ngokunika something emqondweni.
Yeah, that was going to lead me to my next question is what inspires you? What makes you take a pen and paper and put together words?
Most of the time, like ama situations asuke enzeka ezweni, if we poet, kunezinto ukuthi okubonayo ungabhala ngapha kwesinye isikhathi ama feelings osuke unawo you can express ekutheni ke uwabhale phansi and nezinye izinto ondlule kuzona ungakhona ukuthi ke ubhale ngazo and then usize nabanye abantu because it may happen ukuthi ke situation ekuyona it's not like ukuthi wena kuphela okuyona but nabanye abantu abaseceleni bakuyona but abakhona ukuthi bandlule kuyona ngoba akekho umuntu okhona athi bakhuluma lezo zinto but if ukuthi ke wona usuyakhona ukukhuluma ngayo nabayabona ukuthi no man yazi inkinga ngithi kunayo incane kakhulu yabo kunale abanye abantu so nezinye zezinto nje sikubukayo nanendlela abantu abas-encourage ngakhona ikona ukuthi siqhubekele ke sibhaleke ngaleyo ndlela.
So not only does poetry heal you, it also helps heal other people.
Yes.
And that's the thing, people relate more to something that's real, that comes from within. And like Lama mentioned, you actually started writing poetry at a young age. How did you fall in love with it? Where did it come? Did you wake up and just start writing?
To tell you the truth, my man, that will tell you, and let me be honest, I will tell you, I found the first, angitholanga lento ukuthi nginaleli talent. So, kwathi ngilanga ngiqala ukuba ne girlfriend, yabo. So, mangibhalela nje message, it's just a 5 lines, like a love message and romantic,
Wow.
So, mayifika umunye umjita ufika uyayibona le message efoneni yami and uyasho ukuthi no yazi awunginike le message yami ngibhalela umuntu wami.
I think you should forward the same SMS to
I think
Rizal
so.
so that he forwards it to a girl.
And I
He
get
needs
love.
love.
Yeah, I need it. Wow. It's love, basically, that started everything. That's amazing.
So because emveni kwaloko nje was like abanye abafike bathi hey sizwe ubani ethi uyakwazi ukubhala ama love messages.
Yes.
So awungizame nami so was like no yazini manje angiyishintsheke lento angiyenze ibe yipoem.
Yeah.
And then I was at esikoleni ngaleso sikhathi at school so on Friday it was assembly days, So I've just taken that opportunity and then go to assembly and then recite a love poem and then everybody was like, wow, this man is so talented. And then from there,
Of course. Everything just...
everything.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy who, if you SMS love to 31314, he's the one behind
behind the things.
He's just like, yes.
He's the one behind the things. So appreciation from school led to appreciation from a whole lot of people, including the ISA Awards. How did it feel when you received those? Not only one, not two, but five.
5.
Hey, 5. While I was nominated on ISA Award, I was like, even if ngithola eyodwa.
Yes.
For me, because it was my first nominee on that time.
And you won.
And I won.
Wow.
So I was like, during the conference day, they were calling the name and then they were saying that now the best poet. And I was like, and I said, no, I'm done now. Even winanga na wamanye, but it's right. Yeah, and then babiza the following item and the following category. And then there was like it's a best young program director,
Wow.
and there was this thing that and then the best young program director for ISA Award 2017.
Like again.
It's also Xobezela again, and I was like, you know, on that time I was crying and then
Yeah.
speechless, don't know
Yeah.
what to say.
But I mean, what was that feeling like? Because, like you said, it started from a young age, and people started recognizing not only in school, the community as well, and now being nominated for the first time at an award ceremony and actually winning 5 of that. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like you've somewhat reached your goal, or is there kind of more to come?
To me, I don't want to lie. It seems like, no, it's just a beginning.
Yes.
Because I still have a lot of things to do, and
Yes.
then I'm ngisalinde ukuthi ke ngingathola okuningi kakhulu, so kumina ngithi I know isiqalo lesi kusakhona okuzayo kodwa ngangijabule kakhulu because that was showing ukuthi ke since seqhamuka kulezi ndawo zamakhaya, if ukhuluma ngetalente khulunywa ngathi khulunywa ngento nje ngathi it's not a important thing, so it's just like it's a useless thing, you can't do anything with it. So ekwineni kwami those awards, to me it was like, no, you know, now even those people who are coming emva kwami bazobona ukuthi no yazini kuyenzeka ngalento, kuyenzeka ngalento, and from there it's also helped me to gain that self-confidence that no, I am the number one,
Yes,
I am
and
the
I'm doing
star, and
something
I'm
right.
doing something right.
What makes you
that's
think
it.
that you are number one? What attributes to that? Why are you number one? What do you do right?
You know, if you're a person, first you have to believe in yourself.
Sure.
You know, that was my number one thing, that I have to believe in myself, and then ngiyithobe, you know, and respect other people, and being humble and open, friendly, always on the time. So emveni kokuba ke ngiyitholile leyo nto leyo, kimi nayabuya ngale ndlela ethi no yazini angihlale phansi ngaso sonke isikhathi, and then ngizitshela ukuthi ke mina ngizazi ngaphakathi kumina wherever ngithatha ipen nephepha ngibhala, kodwa ngazi ukuthi ke engikubhalayo kuzobasiza abanye abantu.
Yeah.
And then ngingazazisi like ukuthi ke ngiyiphakamise ebantwini, because lokho kwenza ukuthi abanye abantu ke mhlazane uwa baqhelele, and then you may never know ukuthi future ikuphatheleni. So if awukho humble uzolimala, and mawuwa abantu bazokuqhelela because ubuyitshela. We understand the lonto. So if we aphila nabantu uhumble, uyaba-respect, uyi-open, if uhlangabezana nenkinga bayakhona ukuthi bakusiza, bayakhona ukuthi bakulekelele so that uzoqhubekela
Gets you
uye
far.
phambili.
It gets you far. Humbleness get you far. And it actually got you to perform with big names in the country, such as Mafiki Zolo, and you've met with some of them at schools as well. How was that like? Meeting the big guys and saying, they doing exactly what I'm doing in terms of helping schools and things like that, and I'm on the same stage as them.
Yeah, you know, to me, it was, I can't even explain this one, because that feeling, I was so happy and I was so excited.
Yes.
Because that time, I remember, I didn't recognize that I have that talented also being a program director.
Yes.
So on that time, we were doing those back to school campaign in Johannesburg, in Bergville, in Ladysmith, all over the country, in Durban. So there is a time whereby our program director was not feeling well.
Okay.
You know, and then someone just pointed me that, no, you take the program. No, I can't do that. No, you take the program.
Yes.
Because I saw that you have that thing. And then after that, I take that program and being a program director for the day. And then on the following day, they were saying, no, carry on.
Oh
You
my word.
might as well get sick forever.
Wow.
We want Xobezela.
That carry on.
Wow.
So since there, I also realized that no, there is other talent than
course.
being a poet, also being a program director. So yeah, you know.
Wow.
You
But-
cannot help but notice that Xobezela yathanda ukukhuluma ulwimi lakhe isiZulu. So ngifuna ukwazi ke ngokuthi uyabhala na ngezinye languages, or are you sticking to isiZulu when you're penning down your poetry?
Normally, most of my poem ngiwabhala ngesizulu because ekhaya la ngiqhamuka ngakhona, most of the people they speaking ngesizulu.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, but sometimes may happen that if maybe in the poem there is a ways that are speaking in English or English language, something like that. But most of the time, or most of my poem are in isiZulu.
Are you gonna perform for us today?
Yes, for
Cool
sure.
stuff. What
sure.
what are you gonna be talking about in your poetry? What have you prepared?
This poem is saying Ekuqaleni. Is also since I'm gonna release my CD.
Wow.
So it will have 21 songs.
Sure.
Yeah, because I ekubhaleni ke hayi ngiyabhala, akunankinga lokubhala ngiyabhala. So into yami ke ithi if I'm talking at Ekkaleni, it's a poem actually that is talking about the current situation.
Okay.
That is things that are happening in the world right now. You know, kubulawa abantu besifazane,
Okay.
kudlwengula izalikazi, and kushawa abantu bokuhamba, this xenophobia thing, and then there is a lot of things. So this poem is talking like at the first, God created the world, and then the things, you know, natural things, and then after that He created people.
Yes.
Ukuthi babuse phezulu zonke lezi zinto ayisuke eyidalile but indlela abantu esebenza ngayo, you know, akusenze ngendlela umdala efisa ngabo nasebenza ngokwabo, while sithi ke thina ke silandela lokho kwakushiwo ngumdali. So this
And
poem,
I think it's something that the world currently needs right now, to hear some words of inspiration, of wisdom as well. And before we do let you go to take the floor, where can people find you on social media if they want to know where you're performing next, where they can get the CD, and if you're doing any other work as well? Is there any handles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that they can actually get you on?
on Facebook, I will start with Facebook. I am Cwebezela imbongi yakho.
Okay.
Yeah, Cwebezela imbongi yakho.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on also you can find me on WhatsApp. Can I say my
No,
name?
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is 073 87173.
And then you can request him to write you a love letter. You know,
SMS
you can
love.
find yourself.
Make me seem
Uma bebeza. You know, you can follow us on Twitter, it's Ekse_Live. On Facebook, it's Ekse on Cape Town TV. That number to dial 021-448-0448. Ladies and gentlemen, much later on the show, Cwebezela is going to take your breath away with Ekkaleni. Keep it locked right here on Ekse.